Hey everybody, welcome to Rubicon's basement again. I have not posted in a while. Been really busy with work and trying to shed some weight here, but we are looking at my scratch built chariots that I finished a little while ago. There are 9 of them. So there's 3, 6, 9 over here. And I decided to change up my work in Goblin Army because I wanted to use the chariots, and in a 2,400 point game, I just can't get over 3 die 6 plus 3 strength 5 impact hits on the charge. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and wait, before I forget, usually in Rube's basement, you have some background noise. As Mr. Reef had pointed out, I always have something going on in the background. Well, today we have the assorted noisemakers ready to go. We've got the food processor. We've got the blender, we've got the toaster ready to make some noise, and of course we will have the tea kettle. So, no, normally it's just the furnace kicking on and or the washer or dryer kicking on, but Mr. Reef pointed out that I have assorted noisemakers, so we got them all lined up. Just a little personal joke to his channel there. So anyways, okay, back to the list. So I can't go anywhere without the 20 Savage Orc Biggins with the extra hand weapon and the level 4 Shaman with the Lucky Shrunken Head. It's kind of a standby. Tried real hard to make the list without the Doom Divers, and I just felt like my soul was being ripped out of my body. They're just too good. With the redirecting, their flight pattern, and the Strength 5, Die 6, Strength 5, no armor saves. I just can't help it. And this guy seems to be everyone's pain in the ass. This is a Savage Orc. He's got a magic weapon, I believe. But he is a lord, and he is on the flying carpet, which is why he is on this kind of... But it doesn't come up as good on the camera as it does in real life. But it's supposed to be some kind of cloud thing. It's just to help me to remember that he can fly. So in the tournament and some of the games I play, he is the general in this army, which before he was not the general. And the reason why he's the general is because he's going to have that leadership, and I have a lot of cheap troops that are probably going to be running away. So what I have here is 3 units of 10 of my Wolf Riders, and they all have, they're all mounted, light armor, shield, bows, and spears. So what they have is what they have. And I particularly like this now, because not only they get the Vanguard, and maybe I could shoot something, but that's going to be 10 bow shots, after Vanguard, which is, I don't know, as far as chaff goes, that's pretty cool. And they still get the Vanguard, and they're still fast cav, as opposed to the last edition. If you give them a shield, they cease to be fast cav, and best of my understanding when I read the rulebook, they still get their fast cav bonuses. So they have a musician, and I believe I gave them a champion, but no standard. I just don't want to give up standards. So I have those, 3 units of those. So that's cool. And even if I have to just win the chaff game and just survive that way, that's okay. So then my thought, and there's very little thought in this army, but I haven't played with the giants in a long time. So there's a fire giant. I call him a fire giant. It's the first one I made. And then we have this giant over here, the frost giant. Kind of patterning them off of the cartoon series, the heck is it called? Avatar? The Last Airbender Avatar. So we have the Water Tribe represented. We have the Fire Tribe represented. There is a Earth Tribe, which is another giant I have just like this, but he hasn't been painted yet. One of these old Marauder heavy-duty things, club-thumping son of a guns. But there will be no Air Tribe, because in this show, the Air Tribe are all wiped out. So there's only one left. But anyways, getting on to the chariots that I scratch built. I should just pause this and splice this in, but I'm going to get a little close up here. We got these wolves from, the pack of 10 that you get, and I chose all the ones with the metal heads to be represented for the chariot guys, because they have a little spike on them. They look a little tougher. And then here, zooming in, these are old goblins. I can't even remember what edition they were. Come on, baby. You know you want to focus. Back out a little bit. So I put some planks down, and then I put some posts down, and then I threaded rope around there, just like you see it, and then painted that up. And then I was going to move a lot when I try to get to the side. And then those are the wheels. Little chariot wheels. Sorry, folks. Back out a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know why she's giving me such a problem. But let's get in here like this. Maybe this will solve it. Oh! Well, anyways. Oh, there we go. So, there. Thanks for bearing with me. So there's the chariot wheels. And again, these are ones that I used that wash technique, make your own wash technique, with the Future Shine, Pledge Future Shine. And I dry brushed, and on their cloaks, I painted them a tan. I don't know how good this is going to come up, but in real life, they look really good. But yeah, make your own wash. I just washed it in there. I didn't do such a super spectacular job, really painting, but I do like the little bags, the little cloth bags there. I painted them red, and these guys are glued in. But anyways, so wheels came out really good. Again, these are just scratch built chariots. I don't even remember how much GW charges for these, but there is no way I'm going to pay what I think is about $30 each just to try something cool. So yeah, so anyway, so these things are probably going to hit, smash, flee, run away, maybe even bounce through some wolf riders to get farther away, and then I have my general home back, try to fly over there, get within 12 and rally these troops if I need to. And level 4 I can foot a gork people and stuff, and or move units up if I have the hand to gork. Oh, and then these guys, a long time ago I was just fiddle farting around with the extra wolves that I had left over, and I thought if there ever comes a time when I need goblin heroes, these are night goblins, but I just be putting them on here so that I remember that I have goblin heroes. They stand out pretty good, but each one of these guys is a hero level character, so they're going to get 3 attacks. They will also have 4 up save, and I gave each one of them a magic weapon, just something piddly. Like one of them has a shrieking blade to cause fear, one of them has the relic sword, that means I wound always on a 5 up, and one of them has an armor piercing biting blade sword. And the only reason for that was I thought if I was facing some undead or ethereal stuff like that, I could throw because I don't have anything that can fight that. Yeah, I have no combat effectiveness against anything like that at all. He has a magic sword, but that's it. I really need him for just home backing and trying to rally the fleeing troops. I don't expect this army to do wonders, but I just wanted to play with the giants, and I wanted to play with my chariots, just because I don't think any ding dong out there really has 3 units of 3 chariots. So the other thing was these 3 guys, after I put down characters, I could put them in all in 1 unit of these guys here. So I could charge into Hex Race or Ghosts or whatever, and those guys are going to pump out 9 attacks, which will all be magical with their sword. So I'll have a charge, probably a rank, and then 9 magical attacks. So I don't know it because I haven't looked into it. This is just for fun. That one guy causes fear, so I don't know if he goes into a unit with those other 2 guys and then goes into a unit of wolves. There'll be 13 guys in there, and one of which causes fear, if that makes the whole unit immune to fear. I'll have to double check that. But anyways, I wanted to play with the giants, wanted to play with the chariots, and wanted to play with my wolves. This is 30 wolves. I have 30 more. God, I could do a whole wolf army, wolf and chariot army, which is what I was tempted to do. I'm going to do all these chariots here, it was the theme of the army was going to be, you got to keep up. So I was going to do 3 units of 3 chariots. I have 3 orc chariots, and like I say, I have 60 wolf riders, and then I have that, if you watch that, the big wog that I produced a while ago, that has, I believe, 20 or so orc boar boys, which I'm really digging. I love those guys. I got to get them on the table. So yeah, the theme of that army was going to be, you got to keep up. So everything was moving fast or had impact hits or stuff like that. But anyway, so I just decided to throw this one together to show you, and of course to get Mr. Reef's goat with my entourage of noisemakers. So anyways, I will post this immediately, and no feedback on this list is really, I mean, it's always welcome feedback on it. But again, this isn't a tournament list. This is just a list to have fun and kind of a shits and giggles kind of list. Leadership's going to be a problem, but just something I threw together. And I know it's not very competitive, but I think it's going to be fun to play. So with that, I will bid farewell from Rubicon's Basement. I will get this posted and get out. Thanks for watching. Bye.